Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've been a bit MIA of late. I've been busy with personal commitments and it's been a very, busy season for me in terms of friends and family visiting me from all over the world and a lot of travel. Back now, and what I'm going to do today is a timeless reading, okay? If this reading found you, the messages in this reading are definitely going to apply to you or going to resonate with you at some level. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so right off the bat, if you found this reading and you're watching this at the moment, you have quite a comfortable life at the moment, okay? In terms of finances, in terms of comfort, in terms of sort of being in a comfort zone, I would say, okay? That could be a good thing or a bad thing. So you know how nothing kind of blooms in a comfort zone, right? You are in a comfort zone, you have all that you want, you probably have a lot of savings, you probably have a good backup in terms of finances and in terms of maybe having someone else provide for you, or maybe you're very independent and you have a lot of savings, you've made a lot of savings, or you're in a job which is quite cushy, where you probably are not expected to take too many risks and you don't have that sort of you've been there for a while, okay? You've been there for a while and you're quite well sort of settled in, okay? Now, there seem to be maybe some sort of disagreements, though, on that front with, with someone in your life. Could be a male figure, could be anyone. It could be your boss. It could even be maybe your husband, son. It could be anyone who doesn't agree with sort of the way you're dealing with things at the moment when it comes to work, or when it comes to maybe how comfortable or sort of complacent you've become, okay? So there are disagreements, to do with that. And I wouldn't say like fights and arguments, but there's definitely a point where, there's a point of disagreement, that's for sure. There's something that you guys don't agree on here. There's something that you don't see eye to eye with, okay? Let's take a look at now what, is going on with love for you. Love. Okay. So there's someone who is definitely kind of putting their heart on their sleeve here. It could be you, or it could be someone in your life who's putting their heart on their sleeve for you here, okay? And who has kind of made up their mind about you, or you've made up your mind about them, where it's no longer this feeling of burden where you're really dying to tell someone how you feel about them, or they're dying to tell you how they feel about you, and they're not able to, say it. That's not the situation. The situation is that they're coming at you with their kind of, they're showing their love, they're expressing their feelings, okay? And they've kind of made their mind up finally. If this has been a situation where you've been waiting for yourself or the other person to make their mind up about something, that is definitely either just happened or it will happen in the very near future, okay? So it doesn't seem like there's any problem when it comes to that. It seems like a big kind of weight off their shoulders, or a weight off your shoulders, depending on who this applies to. It could be you or the other person. Okay, so creatively, in terms of maybe a work project, or it could be just in general your creativity, okay? The gusto, okay? The fire in the belly, that sort of feeling of being really motivated to do something, whatever it may be. It doesn't necessarily have to be work, okay? There seems to definitely be a lot of great energy, like Mars energy in your life, in this sphere of life. Could be in, you know, this could be kind of in your entire life at the moment, okay, where you're feeling really on the top of your game, I would say, okay, and energetically really, you know, high vibration, high energy, okay. And this could also mean a lot of you could be, some of you could be pregnant, you know, this, because this card symbolizes fertility. Fertility could be in any way, like physically fertile. It could also mean you know, mentally very fertile and kind of ready to take on the world, okay. And so I don't know if there's a couple of number 8 people listening in. Okay. So it seems like you've come out of a period of time where you're probably working very hard. I don't know if some of you have, you know, kind of reached a point of burnout, and that has kind of made you kind of take a break for a while, and now you've come to this realization that you have to, you know, take a chill pill for a bit for new ideas to sort of take, you know, to kind of get rooted, okay. This could also mean for some of you, maybe a couple of you listening in, that if by chance you are expecting a child or you're pregnant, it's not going to be hard work for you. It's not going to be as tough as you thought it's going to be. It's going to be smooth sailing, okay. Yeah. So yeah, some of you definitely are expecting a child. It's going to be amazing. Okay, you have the Sun card here, which is vitality, you know, sun energy. Okay. You couldn't, I mean, the sun is one of the most important planets when it comes to just giving life, keeping things very healthy, keeping things bright, keeping things, you know, bright and sunny, happy. Okay. So in whichever aspect we're talking when it comes to the creativity or the fertility, or it could be a new relationship as well. I mean, the sun's shining on you here, so expect only good things out of this, okay? Okay, I'm going to just get maybe 1 or 2 cards out to just see what the final advice from the universe is to you. Okay. So definitely a lot of you have recently gone the spiritual way. Okay, you've gone the spiritual way, or you have had some sort of enlightenment, I would say. Now, not in that, you know, not in that sense, like where you're actually going and meditating under a tree and becoming some sort of you know, a yogi or a recluse. No, it just means that you guys have, some of you have had a realization of late. Okay, a realization. You're connecting very much to your soul. You're connecting very much to the higher powers. Your crown chakra is probably very, very crystal clear at the moment. Okay, and you're also, this could also mean you're getting, you know, you're getting a lot of messages from the universe right now, a lot of help from the universe, a lot of help from divine power. Okay, this is a very great thing. This is a very stabilizing energy, and it's also to do with the moon. So it's very moon oriented energy. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you have strong Pisces, Cancer, okay, placements in your chart, or you are generally a very, very spiritual person. Okay, some of you might even be reading tarot, you know, into pendulum dowsing, maybe into Reiki, energy work, stuff like that. Okay, and at the end we have a beautiful card to end the reading. We have the World card here. So this is a card of completion. It is a card of completion. So either you have come out of this cycle, maybe the last 1 year, which has not been very good for you, and now there's a sense of completion. Okay, things have the untied ends have been tied up now. Okay, they have there's a sense of relief, there's a sense of closure, I would say, a sense of closure. Okay, and it seems like you're much more at ease. You're much more at ease. You're so calm. Things are finally, things are finally concluding. Things are finally coming down to exactly where they were supposed to be. Things are going to go into their place. Everything is just kind of getting set right, okay, energetically and even otherwise in your life. Okay, let's get a few energy cards out to see where your energy is, or where the energy of the situation is. Okay, in terms of let's get a general one. Let's get one general card, one energy. Yeah, so I was taking a card out for the first pile here, and as I said, there have been some disagreements to do with work, or something to do with your attitude, or maybe it's something to do with complacency. Both these cards pretty much say the same thing. Okay, if you can see, even the artwork on the cards say the same thing. Hostilities. Definitely either hostilities in your workplace, hostilities at home, something to do with that, okay, which you might have to kind of look into, because this is something definitely which see, if when I get a double card, when I get one card from one pack that says something and I get another card from another pack that says exactly the same thing, Spirit wants me to focus a bit on that and tell you that this is something which you will need to pay heed to, and this is something which is definitely going to make a difference to, it's going to be something significant. Okay, so keep a watch out for that. This is card number 26 or 8. Okay, there was another number 8 card here. Okay, the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm wondering if some of you listening in are number 8. So you're either born on the 8th, 17th, or 26th of any month, or if you have a very strong Saturn placement somewhere in your chart, you can check up on that. Okay, I'm going to take an energy card out to see what's happening with your, what the energy is with to do with your love life. Okay, and as, oh wow, brilliant. I think the energies generally today are just very clear, crystal clear. Caring connections. As I said, you are you've recently sort of, you're either with someone, or you've recently had a realization to do with how you feel about someone, or how that, or that person has had a realization of how they feel about you. And when I get this card, it is something which is where two people are very connected and they understand one another deeply. You know how they say usually of a long friendship or someone you've known for a very long time, those sometimes make the best, that makes the best base for a relationship. Okay, but there's definitely a lot of there's lot of love between both of you. There's a lot of, you care about one another deeply. Okay, it's a wonderful card. Let's take a look at this pile number 3, whether it's to do with, I don't know if it's to do with your work, or whether it's for some of you it's to do with, being pregnant, or something like that. Okay, I got the patience card. Yes, for some of you also this card could be a new opportunity in work, or in a new creative job, where you won't have to toil, you won't have to put in that much of those many hours and really kind of burn the midnight oil. You'll have a lot of success. It'll be a bright future, but universe is asking you to have a little patience, just in case you feel that it's taking a while to kind of materialize. You need to have patience. And for the ones who are actually pregnant or expecting a child, the next 9 months, or how many months are left for you, are you'll have to put in have a lot of patience with yourself. Okay, have a lot of patience with yourself. You know, don't stress out. Okay. Okay. Now a general. Let's get, you know, a card for the general pile, which is the last pile, which is kind of the advice from the universe to you. Okay, the advice from the universe to you at the moment. What does the universe want to say? Just a final card to get the... Okay. Yes. So, so you need to focus on strengthening your third chakra. Okay. From this, we already know that your crown chakra is very strong. But to complete things, for things to kind of come to completion, okay, your third chakra has to be strengthened. Close your eyes. Imagine, you know, a yellow ball of energy moving in round and round in a clockwise direction, around your, you know, right below your heart chakra. So in your kind of upper belly part. Okay, you just imagine that strengthening and strengthening, and you will be able to ground a lot of the things that you want to ground in the world. Okay, things that you want to materialize will happen much more easily. But for a lot of you, this card could also mean that because you have a very strong third chakra, there's a lot of things coming to completion already for you. Okay, wonderful. That's amazing. Okay, finally I'm going to get a few timeline, you know, sort of cards to just see a timing, you know, what sort of timing the universe wants to give. If they want to give any special months to you, or seasons or days, you know, these will apply to some people and it will not apply to a few people. Okay, well, let's see. I think this one wanted to come out as well. Okay, yeah, quite accurate. See, since yeah. So for some of you, definitely summer, autumn. Okay, the date Tuesday, in the month of March. In between the 21st and 20th of August this year. 21st July and 20th of August. Spring is going to be the season. I know it's not spring. These months are not spring, but we have here spring written underneath. Okay, so they sometimes some of the cards give you two things. Okay, two time periods or seasons. Okay, also April for some of you. Just going to see if any of these cards want to kind of pop out. Okay, let's see. This is more to do with connections in your life, whether it may be romantic or with family, anyone, or friends. It's a nice card to end on as well. Is what this card speaks about is forgiveness. And as you can see here, it's written, you know, I forgive myself and I am forgiven. So I don't know if some of you, card number 14, okay? I don't know if some of you recently have either sent an, you know, apologized to someone, or whether you are expecting an apology. But whether or not the other person has forgiven you, you need to forgive yourself, okay? And if you've said, you know, if that person has apologized to you, please in your mind forgive them as well. Forgiveness is the first step to recovery from any incident or any sort of traumatic past, okay? So forgiveness is your advice for this reading. Forgive and forget, guys. Okay, Let's just get one more card out from this deck. If anything wants to pop out, okay, anything that you need to be on alert for, anything significant that will happen in your life, or any person who right now, you know. Okay. So we have the journey card. A lot of you will be definitely traveling, or a lot of you are on a long path to it's going to be, you know, usually when the journey card comes about, it is usually a long path ahead for you to get what you want. These two cards make a lot of sense together because the world also can talk about travel, does also talk about travel in a wide sense, okay? And so does journey in a way. But this card generally, talks, I mean, in the traditional sense, this card usually means it's a long path ahead for you to achieve what you want, and you have to go at it and be at it, okay? And of course, it could also in the literal sense mean that you're going to take a journey very soon. You're going to travel. Maybe you're going to meet your family. Maybe you're going to, you're traveling for work. Maybe you're going to move countries, okay, or move cities. Could also mean that. Whatever it is, I wish you all the best, guys. And I'm just going to get a couple of, these alphabet blocks, alphabet beads, to see if any sort of significant alphabets, initials, anything. Okay, name of a city, name of your person. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got 2 O's and I got an S and I got a T. See if any more want to come out. Okay, I got an I and I got an L. I'm just going to take out a few trinkets to see if any of these symbols sort of resonate with you, okay, at all. I got a starfish. So this is definitely, there are a lot of you who are water signs, as I can see, because I have a whale as well, okay, a blue whale. I have a little dragonfly, and I have a horse, okay. I hope this reading resonated with some of you, and I do hope that you take the advice and definitely try and ground some of the energies that, like your 3rd chakra, okay. And I will see you in a couple of weeks. I am trying to change the format of my readings and keeping it more sort of timeless, okay, because a lot of people, don't really check up on what their star sign is, or their ascendant, or their Venus is. I think it's much better to just have a timeless reading and tap into the energies of whoever's, wanting to check their tarot for the month, okay. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off, and please do comment down below if any of this made sense. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm going to put my details down below in the description, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.